Hey, what's up? How's everyone doing? This is Lasercorn with Mahalo Video Games, bringing you a cast between EGinControl and LiquidTyler, a matchup of two very powerful teams here. EGinControl, of course, the team with Hydra. Evil Geniuses is the team with Hydra on it, and Team Liquid, of course, LiquidTyler, Liquid Ret, just a bunch of really scary, the little one, Liquid TLO as he's called, a bunch of really scary players on that team too. So this should be an interesting matchup. I pulled it off sc2replays.net. Yeah, this is me getting back into the casting. I've been a little under the weather and haven't really been casting games just because my voice wasn't so great, and it would have been a game filled with a lot of sneezing and coughing, I think. So best not to cast when you're feeling like that. Also, the Lasercorn challenge had to be rescheduled. My opponent had some computer issues, but you'll probably be seeing two of those coming up this week or something like that. I'll double up or something, so we'll get that squared away. And if you want to join the Lasercorn challenge, just send me an email, lasercorn@mahalo.com. That's lasercorn with an S, not a Z. Send me an email, and if you get picked, you get to play me for a $50 gift card. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. Looks like LiquidTyler scouting out, gonna see what's going on here. And Lost Temple, not really a, well, I guess not really a whole lot you could do with this as Protoss other than straight up, if you're a Terran, you can do some ledge dropping up here with tanks, but with Protoss, we're probably going to see a straight up land battle here, I would guess. Actually, spawning at these positions, it wouldn't be too far-fetched maybe to see a Void Ray come out from one of these players and try and get some early Void Ray harass. If you built a Stargate right down there, the distance to your opponent is actually very, very short. So it's possible. I haven't seen a lot of Void Ray rushes lately, but you never know. Oh, that probe's in a little bit of trouble there. Manages to squeak by. Those probes are faster than the Zealots. The Zealot guarding the ramp, and no Warp Gate technology on the way just yet. Over here, Warp Gate technology has already started, and yeah, he is chrono boosting it. So we might see some sort of proxy pylon from EGinControl, maybe down here. Actually, if he proxies over here, he might be able to just warp units in right across here and start going to work on his opponent. Let's see if, yeah, okay. So proxy pylon here, and you can see just the edge of that ring extends across the cliff. So he will be able to plop down a couple Zealots or Stalkers right over here and then just march them into the base of LiquidTyler. But LiquidTyler's got that sentry up there, and sentries allow for force fields. So a large force will be held off at least temporarily on this ramp by the force fields, if that is indeed what happens. And it looks like, yeah, we do got those warp gates coming out now. And let's see, already a Stalker force being assembled. Two more on the way. And, uh-oh, LiquidTyler really needs to get something together to defend this, or this is going to be a very quick game. He's only got one Zealot on the ramp and a couple sentries. This could not go so well for LiquidTyler if he doesn't if he doesn't do something and do it relatively quickly. Oh, look at this, a pylon right outside the base. Almost a challenge to Tyler to try and come take it out. And here come those in-control forces. Good force field blocking things off. And, oh, nice trap on that Zealot. That Zealot gets trapped by the force fields and gets taken down. Uh-oh, but now Zealot's warping in past the force fields. Whoa, that's an interesting maneuver. Just warp right around the force fields. But now a lot of Stalkers for LiquidTyler up on that ramp. And he is looking like he might be able to hold this off. He has the high ground, and that counts for a lot. Looks like all the Zealots go down for EGinControl, and he is going to be forced to at least back up 4 Stalkers to 4 Stalkers, and both players warping in reinforcements right here. This is going to be a very deciding factor here. If this pylon can get knocked down, could very well sway the entire momentum of the game in favor of LiquidTyler, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. Another good force field goes down from Tyler, and he's pulling his forces back to try and stay out of range. Wow, again with the warping in units around the force field. Interesting strategy. And that force field is down, but he doesn't have enough stalkers now to charge the ramp. That would be suicide. So yeah, it looks like a successful defense from LiquidTyler. And down goes that pylon. And let's take a look at their incomes real quick. Looks like EGinControl is in control of the income a little bit. Although he has less harvesters. And as you can see, LiquidTyler is clearly ahead in gas. So, and he is throwing down a robotics facility, so he could tech up and stomp EGinControl if EGinControl isn't careful here. And here we go. Here comes a Stargate. I mentioned earlier that the flight distance between these two opponents isn't very much, so I would love to see a Void Ray come out of this Stargate and just start going to work on probes. That would be some interesting harass. You can see he's got EGinControl's got his stalkers up here on this ledge, so that if Tyler tries to bring his units around here, they will get spotted and sniped at. And he doesn't have a... Okay, so he's training an observer right now. So if he brings an observer with his attacking force, he'll be able to spot out those units on the ledge and actually fight back. Although with good micro, EGinControl will just pull back out of range and force a battle at the ramp. But you can see Tyler's army much larger. He's at 53 supply. And look at this. I was wrong about the Void Ray. It's actually going to be a Phoenix coming out of the Stargate. And, whoa, 2 more Phoenixes. Not sure if this is the right play. Phoenixes have those graviton beams they can lift up and attack some opponents, but they're mainly anti-air units. And, yeah, there's no air, unless you count an observer for EGinControl. So, I'm not sure if this is the unit you want to be making. And, Phoenixes are also great for, against Zerg, you can run around and pop off Overlords. But against another Protoss player, I don't really know what he hopes to accomplish. Okay, so he's going to get some probe snipes here. And, okay. So, 3 quick probe snipes, that's good. But you still have these air units that you've built that cost money that really aren't going to be that effective again once the battle goes down. And whoa, hey, look at that, he got a Stalker too, but the Stalker doesn't even get lifted off in time. And here comes the Colossus. And okay, yeah, the anti-air the Phoenixes can actually be used to shoot down Colossi because they're so tall that they are in range of those anti-air guns. But will it be enough to stop this very large army? He doesn't have much in the way of ground forces. 4 Stalkers, 5 Zealots, and a Sentry on the ground against this massive LiquidTyler army. And here it comes. They're charging up the ramp. He's got no force fields. Oh, the Colossi runs right over the force field and tramples it down. Massive units can stomp force fields, and we're going to see him do it again. Yes, and he stomps those force fields and allows the Stalkers up into this base. The Colossi gets taken out by those Phoenixes, and there's the GG from EGinControl. So wow, some interesting play there. Excellent use of the Colossi to stomp down those force fields by LiquidTyler. And just a great quick game, a little PvP action for you here on a Monday.